This 6-6 lockdown build is the fastest lock in the game. You get a 99 perimeter defense, giving you 5 legend defensive badges. You get a 98 steal, so no ball is dropping out of your hands. And most importantly, you have a 94 speed and a 93 agility, so no small guard is getting past you. After all badge +1s and +2s, you'll have 10 legend badges as a pure lockdown. In today's video, I'm giving you everything in one place: the build, the jump shot, and badges. Literally everything you need to know about this build. Before we get into it, drop a comment down below telling me what build you would like to see next. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if this video helped you out. Without further ado, let's get into this pure lockdown build. Alright, we're in the builder now, and I'm going to show you how to make the best lockdown build. First off, you're going to start with the position at a small forward. The height is 6'6", the weight at 192 pounds, and the wingspan at 6'11". Now you could go for a 7-foot wingspan, but that does limit you to only having set shot specialists at Hall of Fame, and it doesn't really improve anything that you would need like from 6'11". It gives you a higher block, but it doesn't give you more badges. It lowers your strength and it lowers your 3-point as well. Now I recommend highly at a 6'11 wingspan. You still get a 99 steal, and then you can do whatever after that. Now let's get into the actual builder itself. Now the offensive side of this build is lacking, I'm not gonna lie, but that's not the main point of this build. You're not going to be dribbling and getting open by yourself. You're probably going to be sitting up in the corner as a pure lockdown. We're going to have the close shot all the way at a 74. Now it doesn't really matter where your close shot or driving layup is, because you're not going to be shooting random super close to the basket shots unless they're dunks. Now the driving layup is at a 73. Now you still get a 73 driving dunk on this build, which does give you posterizer, and you can still dunk on people if you are open. Now for the standing dunk, you're going to have it at a 81, which does boost your rise up from a bronze all the way to silver, which is very helpful on backdoor cuts. The post control, you're just going to have it at a measly 31. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to be shooting post fades on this build. Now for the shooting, you're going to have your mid range at a 89. Now it's going to show up down below that you only get it on gold, but with a +1 or with a +2 actually, you get it all the way to a legend set shot specialist, and you still get silver deadeye off the bat, and you can +1 or +2 that all the way to either gold or Hall of Fame. Now for the 3-point, you're going to have it at a 83. This is probably the best spot or the sweet spot for a lower 3-point rating. Anything under than a 90, this is the best stat for your 3-point. You can note it really easy with the jump shot I'm going to give you, and then you're still getting the necessary badges, like I said, set shot specialist and deadeye, and you also do get limitless range, which you can +1 to a silver. For the free throw, you're going to have it at a 66. You're not going to be shooting free throws on this build, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully your PG can score some free throws, because you will not be taking free throws on this build. Now let's get into the playmaking attributes. You're going to have a 65 pass ac. Since you're not going to be throwing full court passes on this build, you're probably going to just be running the fast break yourself. You don't really need a super high pass ac, as you're just going to be throwing the ball in the half court, which 65 pass ac will get the ball there regardless of how far they are in the half court. Now for the ball handle, you're going to have it at a 69. Now, even though you're going to be using cap breakers on your perimeter defense and steal and other things like that, if you were to get 28 cap breakers, which is all cap breakers in the game available after a certain point later in the year, you can max this ball handle all the way out to an 85 if you really wanted to. Now that's 28 cap breakers, and that's super far down the line, but this is an end game type build if you understand that. Now for the speed with ball, you get a 74, which is really good for if the center throws you the ball in the fast break and you're either at the half court line or you're at the 3-point line. This is a really good speed with ball to have. Now let's get into the defensive side of this build, which is, I'm assuming, all you guys are here for, the defense. The interior defense, you're gonna have at a 74. This is necessary so you can get post lockdown and paint patroller on bronze. You just need it at a bronze, and then paint patroller actually gets you to silver after a certain point. All you really need is paint patroller and post lockdown on bronze. You can +1 or +2 that. You're going to have a bunch of +1s and +2s on this build, so you can easily max your paint patroller out to either a silver or a gold. Now for the perimeter, you're gonna go with a 94. Now with the 4 cap or the 5 cap breakers they're gonna be using with this perimeter defense, you're gonna get all the way to a 99, giving you off ball pest on legend, pick dodger on legend, on ball menace on legend, and challenger on legend, which are some of the best badges in the game to have as a lockdown, and you really want them on legend so you can clamp up everyone. Now for the steal, you're gonna have it at a 93. There is a reason I didn't set it to a 94, so you can use 5 cap breakers on it and get it to a 99. I specifically put it on 93, so you only really have to use 1+1 on any of your defensive badges, like your perimeter defensive badges and your steal badges. All you're gonna need to do is put 1+1 on glove, just so you can have it at legend. You're gonna automatically have it interceptor on legend at 98 steal with the 5 cap breakers. The glove will still be on Hall of Fame, which you're just gonna need to put a +1 on that and you'll get it to legend. Now for the block, you're gonna have it on a 74, which you still get high flying denier on bronze, and then you also get the paint patroller on bronze. You can +1 or +2 that. I'm going to show you later in the video what I personally use my +1s and +2s on, but yeah, you still get the base for the bronze badges. Now for the rebounding, this is important and it does come in handy if you're playing threes and your center or PG cannot get the rebound and you're the only one down there. You're still going to want to have somewhat of a rebound. So for the offensive rebound, you're going to go for a 60. That's where you're mainly going to get the rebounds if you were to get a rebound. And for the defensive rebounding, you're going to go for a 54. Doesn't really matter. You still get rebound chaser on bronze and you still get box out beast on bronze. Now for the speed and physicals, this is super important as a lockdown. You want to be fast. You want to have a high agility as a lockdown. You don't want to be getting blown by. Now for the speed, you're going to start off with a base 89 with the 5 cap breakers, or if you have cap breakers like I do, which I have 20, you can get this speed all the way to a 94, and then you're going to be faster than 99% of the guards you're going to be guarding. For the agility, like I said, you're going to have it at 88, which does give you all the necessary badges like pick dodger and whatnot and on ball menace. But with the 5 cap breakers like I do, I personally have it at the 93, which is very fast as a lockdown, and pretty much no build over 6'6" and up is this fast. This is the fastest lockdown build in the game. For strength, you're going to have it at a 71. This is super important, so you get a movable enforcer. You can get strong handle still. You get post lockdown. Fortunately, you don't get brick wall, but you're 6'6", you're not going to be setting screens. This is super important for a movable enforcer, and you can +1 or +2 that to either silver or gold. For the vertical, we're going to finish the build out with a 65 vertical. Does still give you a base pogo stick, gives you posterizer, and it still allows you to get rise up on silver and then your high flying denier on bronze. Now for a full build recap, we're going to get a 99 perimeter defense after your cap breakers. You're going to have an 83 3 ball and then an 89 midi, giving you set shot specialist on legend with a +2 badge, which is super important if you're sitting corner. You're going to be wanting to make these shots wide open. Now you also get a 98 steal, giving you legend interceptor, and then with 1+1 badge you get your glove on legend as well. You get a 94 speed after cap breakers. You get a 93 agility, which this physicals are nuts. You're the fastest lockdown build in the game. No build over 6'6" and up is this fast, so you're going to be clamping up everyone after cap breakers. And you also get your standing dunk and driving dunk, so you're going to easily be able to get wide open dunks on this build. Now once you hit continue, you're pretty much a pure lockdown build. You get Ron Artest, Kawhi Leonard in your top shades of. So your archetype name is a two-way mid-range scorer. Your strengths can lock up multiple positions, which is super true on this build. You're going to be locking up everyone. Now I'm going to get into the cap breakers and everything else that you need to know about this build. Now I'm here on my maxed out version of this lockdown build. You're going to look at the cap breakers and you're going to see that I have 20 cap breakers, but you can really make this build with 12 cap breakers. You don't need 20 cap breakers like I do, but this is the best lockdown build in the game. So you're going to want to look at these cap breakers. You're going to start off with the perimeter defense at a 99. You're going to +5 that to that. You get it to a 99 off the rip. Now for the next 5, let's say you have 12. I'm going to go with 12 cap breakers. if you have 12 gap breakers, you're going to want to put 3 on your speed, so you get a 92 speed. You're going to go with 3 on your steals, so you're going to have 8 right there. You're going to have 11, and you're just going to put 1 on agility. Now after that, I definitely recommend just maxing out your steal to a 98, maxing out your speed to a 94, and then maxing out your agility to a 93. But if you only have, let's say, 5 cap breakers, just put the cap breakers on your perimeter defense. You're going to want your perimeter defense at a 99, so you get all legend defensive badges. The speed and agility and the steal can come later. As long as you have the 4 legend defensive badges, you're going to want to have that on your perimeter defense, so you get 5 cap breakers on your 99 defense. Now for the badges, I'm going to show you what I personally have my +1s and +2s on. I personally do not have my interceptor on legend yet, but I just put the cap breakers on steel, so it's still upgrading to legend. I don't really play on this build as much as I do my other builds, but it is an important build to have. You're going to want to have a lockdown build in this 2K. I personally have my rebound chaser on silver, my high flying denier on silver, my deadeye on Hall of Fame, so you can easily no dip over people even if they get like a 4% contest. I have my pogo stick on gold, love on legend. Like I said, with my cap breakers and how I have it set up, I just need 1 +1 on my defensive badges. I have it on legend. My paint patrollers on silver, and then I have the shooting specialization, so I have my set shot specialist on legend, like I said, and then I have limitless range on silver. This clutch gene doesn't really matter, you can put whatever badge you want there. I just have lightning launch and off ball pass. Does not really matter. You still get your off ball pass on legend anyways, I just don't have it upgraded yet. Now for the dunk style, I just recommend Klay Thompson. I don't even know why I have my own dunk style on there. Just get Klay Thompson. It's super quick dunks. All your dunks are going to be wide open pretty much. You're not going to be trying to dunk over people. So Klay Thompson will get you there. And they are super fast dunks, so they're going to go down pretty quick. Now for the jump shot, this is probably the fastest jump shot in the game, especially if you're no dipping. If you're no dipping, you're going to hurt your thumbs trying to shoot this ball. But this is what you need as a lockdown sitting corner. You're going to be wanting to shoot super fast. So this is the jump shot for you. You're going to have the lower / base as Matt Ryan, upper release 1 as Baluba, upper release 2 as Sadiq Bey, and then the blending and release speed, you're going to have it all the way at release speed on max, and then 60% Baluba, 40% Sadiq Bey. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about this 6'6" super fast lockdown build. If you did enjoy this video, the one popping up on the screen is even better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.